Hey, what's up guys? We're back again with my main Golem deck in Clash Royale that I've been loving for the past year. No matter what I play against, I don't have any fear. If you stack up enough elixir collectors to gain an advantage, nothing can stop you. The lumberjack ranges up a charging dark prince with an electro dragon that chains onto everything. Because your stuff is moving so fast, it gives your opponent no time to react. And if they're already down elixir, they're going to be drowning in negative elixir trades because everything that they drop late is going to get shredded. Having the double small spells of barbarian and tornado gives you amazing safety in single elixir. Whether it's tornadoing hog riders and balloons to your king tower or completely crushing log bait. Play passively in single elixir, stacking up your elixir collectors until your opponent makes one mistake. When they do, you can start your golem in the back and absolutely steamroll them. It's a pretty easy plan, and all you have to do is be patient to make it work. So let's go jump straight into some games and assert dominance. Lots of love to everyone that's using creator code SirTag to support the channel. I probably have one of the best starting hands imaginable. Having my Dark Prince to cycle at the start, very rarely will your opponent ever get a great elixir trade against it, and having my elixir collector as the 5th card on deck. So we can cycle that as soon as we want, actually. I'm going to go for the elixir collector in the back left in case he's going to have like a giant graveyard deck. I don't want to give him value damaging this tower and then having the mega minion coming at me and then being able to build up a big beatdown push. Also, if he tries to go in for a miner, we can easily activate king tower with the tornado. From the lumberjack in the left, I don't think I have to really respond here. I could have went for a barbarian barrel. It's not necessarily worth it though to me. We'll go skeleton dragons to finish off his skeleton dragons because my skellies are going to get raged up and angry. And the beautiful thing about the lumberjack is it headed straight towards the tower. Okay, I'm going to go in for electro dragon here because I just don't feel that comfortable going in for anything else. If I went for a barbarian barrel, I wouldn't be able to get much counter push, where the electro dragon and the dark prince will be able to give me something here, especially with the tombstone out of cycle. If this guy decides to go for Lava Hound like he did, it's going to be very tough for him to defend this. Oh, he's going to have Valkyrie and tombstone. Okay, I'm just going to have a little bit more sizzle than I thought. Okay, so usually when we see the Valkyrie version, that means that they're probably not going to have miner, so I can just keep cycling collectors and feel phenomenal about myself. And I'm going to go in for a lumberjack on the right-hand side, probably bait out a tombstone so he can't commit super heavily with the Lava Hound here. Ooh, he's going to go for Mega Minion instead. That's at least 3 hits. Let's go. So I'm going to tornado everything back. I think we want to do that as soon as we can. Just make sure that we can have the Lava Hound pop far enough away that we can Dark Prince and soak up all the damage and not take too much. Beautiful. The lava pups are getting disintegrated, and we can also finish off the rest of the skeleton dragon, pulling it back. So doing that instead of the electro dragon is important, so then I can keep the electro dragon in case he goes in for a balloon. If I didn't do that, I would have just gotten screwed because I don't have tornado in hand either. And now we can go for a huge elixir collector advantage, wait for him to go for a Lava Hound, go in the exact same side, build up an electro dragon, and then win the game. That's how I'm aiming to play this. We'll see how it works out. Definitely want to go same side as our opponent so we can stack up dragons that he can't easily kill. So this electro dragon is going to get far enough away from my elixir collector that he won't be able to spell both of them at once. That's what I'm going to vibe with first and foremost. And then if you go in for a balloon, I can definitely go for skeleton dragons up further as well, so it targets the balloon first. Then I can tornado everything back as well, so then you can't get any attack. Okay, so that was a pretty good play, but I know that the tower is actually targeting the balloon first, so I don't even have to go for the tornado. And then I can go for a barbarian barrel as soon as the golem gets one little love tap on top of the tombstone. Let's go. Wait, this is unbelievably satisfying. You guys are about to watch as I just reign in the pain with the dragon spammed in every single angle. Dude, this is ridiculous. The dragons aren't dying, and then I can drag on the offense a little bit longer with the Dark Prince. The other thing about Dark Prince is you can spam it at the river, and if your opponent's got a spell, you're not going to have to worry too much. It's just like, yeah, you know, that fireball kind of tickled me. It removed my shield, but I still have my sword. I have my big mallet to smack you in the face, and it took the entire tower there, just completely unfazed by the fireball. GG, well played and peace out. Pleasure playing against you, and it was a pleasure taking your trophy. All right, let's get it. So first things first, we just want to go for Dark Prince in the back. It's a pretty easy and available card to cycle at the start and not feel too bad about it. Worst case scenario, your opponent's going to drop a bait card to distract it and then probably get a bad trade against you. You know what? I can tornado all the skeletons and have the Dark Prince connect to the tower. Let's go, baby. Forcing out a giant that he definitely did not want to drop. So he might have giant graveyard, and if that's going to be the case, I need to use my lumberjack to kill that giant as quickly as I can so he can't catapult a graveyard at me. A lot of these players are insanely aggressive. So I'm just going to go in for the barbarian barrel here so the lumberjack is going to get tanked for. Maybe I can go and kill everything with skeleton dragon so he's not able to get any damage on me. Wait, this is really good. Skeleton dragons are raged up, and he's going to be an angry sir because he has to respond with more elixir. Wait, the raged up skeleton dragons still deliver 2 hits? Aww. I really thought that other one was going to give me another hit. I guess I'm a little bit disappointed by that, but it is what it is. He can't go in for a giant graveyard immediately because he doesn't have the elixir to do that. So we'll see what he decides to do instead. He's going to go in for an archer queen, so we're going to go and tornado that back right before he clicks the ability. Please waste it. No, you didn't waste the ability. I hate you. Oh my gosh. That was incredibly well played. That was very well timed. So he's going to get 2 or 3 hits on my tower. Most people that run Archer Queen will just drop it right as it's about to get hit on the tower, and then you can go in for a tornado and pull it back and make them feel like a fool. But that guy timed it perfectly. All right, we're going to go in for Barbarian Barrel here and clean up the majority of the skeletons, and then use the lumberjack and the tower to finish off the rest of them. So really not the best start for us. But if you guys have seen this deck operate before, you guys know we get a huge elixir advantage with our collectors, and no matter how far we're down, we bounce back. I'm going to go for Skeleton Dragons here as well, since they're going to be raged up. They're going to kill the Dark Prince pretty quickly, and I was hoping he would go for minions, but he decides not to. So I'm going to go for Dark Prince in the back, so it's able to gear up its charge on top of the Archer Queen, potentially force out some extra elixir opponent that doesn't want to drop. You can't go for a Giant in front of that. He's just going to go click the ability instead. Do I Golem here? I think we can Golem. And then the Archer Queen doesn't get a single hit on our tower. If he goes opposite lane with the Giant Graveyard, it'd be a fail because he can't defend this. This is so much elixir that we're up. This is insane. No Archer Queen for the Electric Dragon either. Wait, if I Lumberjack here, and I just go in for Barbarian Barrel to clean up the skeletons, yeah, I might lose my Collector, but I'm going to collect the biggest positive elixir trade you guys have ever seen with that tornado. And he somehow activates King Tower there, so I don't know what he did, but that was pretty good for us. I can go for a Dark Prince counter pushing and then follow up with another Lumberjack. He doesn't have Skeleton Army back in cycle, so he's got to go for his own Dark Prince. And then we can go for a Barbarian Barrel here to clean that up. If he goes in for minions, that tower is 100% forfeit. And there's a raged up Barbarian tanking for the Skeleton Dragons too. Are you kidding me right now? Yo, he's got to all in me. Where's he going to go though? It doesn't matter where he's going to go because I can just Electro Dragon here and then Tornado back to Giant, so he can't go for a Giant Graveyard. Watch this. He's going to go for a Giant Graveyard, and then the Giant's not going to tank for the Graveyard, and we walk away with a win. Let's freaking go, baby. So as you guys are noticing, the Princess Tower is targeting the Graveyard Skeletons instead, so we got a much better defense there. Even if you get outplayed at the start by a good Giant Graveyard player with an Archer Queen, you can always bounce back because of the massive Elixir Collector advantage. At Golem in the back first play, that is for skillless Golem clone players. We are not of that breed. Definitely want to go in for a Dark Prince here so the Electro Spirit doesn't chain on to my tower. And whenever we see Cannon out of cycle, there's a chance I can go for Golem, actually. Not first play, but when the Cannon's out of cycle, we can put our opponent in a bad spot. I'm hoping he goes Win Condition other side. Oh, wait, this is really, really good for us. Both of his buildings are out of cycle. He is going to have such a tough time defending this Golem, unless he's randomly got a Fisherman and double buildings, which Clash Royale should never make me play against, by the way. Okay. It's going to have Musketeer instead, so that's not the end of the world. Mighty Miner is going to get destroyed by the Electro Dragon. Beautiful sight to see. Oh my gosh, it's chaining onto the Musketeer too. That is horrible for our opponent. He whiffs the rocket! No way! Let's be real for a second, though. Even if he didn't whiff the rocket, with the Skeleton Dragons and everything else coming at him, it would be really hard for him to defend that, because I could Tornado on the Musketeer as well, but I think he just instantaneously lost the game. So sometimes when your opponent's got a mortar coming at you, it's not an expo, right? It's not going to take your entire tower. So what you can do is you can go for your Golem in the back, eat the 1,400 damage, make sure that their building is out of cycle so then they have nothing to pull your Golem, parade on through, and walk away with a win. So Homie tried valiantly to get his mortar to connect to the tower, but when we've got so many different ways of resetting you with the Electro Dragon and stopping you with the Golem, you're never going to break through. All right, we got a game against Mora, so I want some more elixir, and that's a beautiful sight to see. Dude, I think your name willed my elixir collector into my starting hand, and you're giving me more value with the Spear Goblins. I had to cycle that anyway, so that's insanely good for me. I think the Lumberjacks are going to be able to kill both of those wall breakers. Yeah, because the tower was able to finish it off since the Barbarian Barrel was able to clip one of the wall breakers there. Phenomenal start for us. I think he's going to go for a Miner, so I'm going to hover my Dark Prince in case. He decides not to. I can go in for Skeleton Dragons instead. Finish off the Valkyrie so he doesn't get any damage with that. Unfortunately, he's going to go in for a Magic Archer. I think I'm going to Tornado that so we can clump it up so he can't protect it and he's going to die. Let's go! Don't think the Skeleton Dragon gives us any damage, but, you know, finishing off the Magic Archer feels phenomenal. Dude, I wasn't even looking at the game for a second, so he tried to debate me. He tried to get me to just drop something on top of my Elixir Collector to defend it, but I was looking at the camera. I was staring into your guys' souls, and I think you guys helped me there, so thank you. I didn't even realize the Miner was going on my tower. That thing is speedy. It is way faster than the Goblin Drill that, you know, gives you ample amount of time to redirect and react to. I think I'm going to go in for a Lumberjack here, and we'll see if he Valkyries. That's what I would expect him to do. We're up so much elixir, by the way. With a Valkyrie on the field means that he's committed to going in the left-hand side if he wants to go for a Magic Archer or anything along those lines. And if he decides to go opposite lane and goes in for a Miner, yeah, you're able to kill the Elixir Collector, but you're spending a lot of extra elixir there, too. And even when you kill the Elixir Collector, I get another +1 elixir. So now you can't go and apply aggression. You are forced to defend this Golem. And this Golem is going to do mad damage if I'm up elixir like this. With the Valkyrie out of cycle, it's going to be difficult for him to stop the Dark Prince. So I'm going to go for my Dark Prince off to the side. I think we one-tap each one of the Spear Goblins, and then I can follow up with Skeleton Dragons because we haven't seen Fireball yet. Typically, when they have Log and Tornado, then they're not going to have Fireball. But if they have Tornado and they haven't shown a Log, you have to get wary of them potentially Fireballing on all your clumped up stuff. He had Fireball too. Wait, what? So homie ends up having Log, Fireball, and Tornado with Magic Archer. That's really weird. I don't think I've ever seen that before in my entire life. Unless he doesn't actually have Tornado with Magic Archer. That would be one of the weirdest things I've ever seen, though. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't think that's a thing. I don't think I've ever seen someone have that. So I'm just going to go out on the limb and say that this guy has 3 spells instead of having 2. Okay, so I'm going to go for a Dark Prince here on top of the Spear Goblins, and we should be able to shut those down. I might be able to build up another big Golem push. The scarier thing is now we know he's got Fireball. I expected him not to have Fireball in this deck. It just didn't make that much sense to me to see it. I'm going to go for a Barbarian Barrel here. I think with the Lumberjack, we were able to finish off one of them. I don't think we were able to take both of them out. Oh, wait, what? Are you kidding me right now? That has to be the best value of my life. And then the Lumberjack's going to lock onto the tower, so he has to go in for a Valkyrie or Spear Goblins on that. Yo, that Lumberjack is going to take you to town, bro. He's looking at the left-hand side, but he doesn't even acknowledge the right. Bro, Lumberjack just did you dirty. Sent you to the town. GG, well played, and peace out, man. So as you guys can see, with this deck, even if your opponent does have Fireball and Valkyrie and Magic Archer with Tornado, it's not going to be enough. So taking a quick look at this guy's deck, he actually didn't have Tornado. For whatever reason, he thought that Log and Fireball was better, and that is a way worse version of the deck. He did surprise me, though, and he got absurd value with the Fireball, so I got to hand it to him there. All right, every single game has been pretty nice with this deck so far today, so let's see if we can keep it up. A lot of people have been making misplays against Golem just because it's such a hard card to defend. Oh my gosh, this guy's going to all in. He doesn't even know what my deck is, and he's dropping all of his elixir at the river. This is ladder at its finest. When someone drops 9 elixir at the river without even knowing what your win condition is, knowing what your response will be, it's crazy. So you could activate King Tower with this Electro Dragon, it wouldn't be that scary for me. You know what? I'm going to go Elixir Collector in the back because I feel really comfortable shutting down the Knight for only 2 elixir for +1 trade and getting even bigger elixir advantage with my Collector. After you decide to go all in with the Royal Giant, you can't punish me either because your cards are going to take you a while to get back to that. Dude, you're going to go and spam other stuff at the river. When he can't spam one thing like a Royal Giant, he finds another one. What a remarkable sir. Okay, the Dark Prince is going to charge, hopefully. No! It went out of the invisibility a little bit too early. I've never said that before, but I wanted the Archer Queen to be invisible for a slight second longer so then we could deal double the damage with the Dark Prince shot. If you guys didn't know, Dark Prince and regular Prince, when they shoot and they're charged up, they deal double damage exactly. So I can go for a Tornado now if I really want to, especially if you're going to go in for that. So then we can reset the Royal Giant so it doesn't get another hit on our tower. I think it's well worth it. And keeping the Lumberjack alive is nice too. Wait, are you going to go in for a Knight again? Yeah, I guess you are. Cool. So the beautiful thing about this is I can consistently go in for Elixir Collectors and build up a bigger and bigger Elixir advantage. These are one of these matchups where if I don't do that, I will get steamrolled likely by an Archer Queen and something else. So I'm just going to play a little bit more safe here. I go for Dark Prince, and then I can go for a Lumberjack afterward. Oh my gosh, wait, I'm going to Bar Barrel that. I think it dies to the Barbarian Barrel. Yeah, that's clean. That's awesome. So I drop 6 elixir, you drop 6 elixir with the Archer Queen, and I drop 6 elixir with the Barbarian Barrel and the Dark Prince. So pretty good trade. I mean, if you waste the 1 elixir ability too, that's nice. So he's going to RG again. He's consistently done this strategy. I don't think it works that well, though, in the later part of the game because, I mean, you're only going to get 2 hits, and then you're going to give me a bigger elixir advantage with another Collector, and now we have 2 of them on the map, and I can go in for a Golem. You're not going to be able to go for another Royal Giant for another 3 cards. So you might go Archer Queen here to defend, and then go for the Golem afterward. Yeah, I guess I just go for the Golem afterward. Great. Let's go! He goes Archer Queen at the river with no support. Yo, Golem is going to eat that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Beautiful. That's so much value. That's wasted, man. That's barely any damage on my Golem. It's like, thanks for tickling me and donating 6 elixir, bro. Yo, the Electro Dragon's just going to be able to reset all this stuff and eviscerate the minions and all the annoying bait cards. We cycle the Skeleton Dragons behind, and then I can go in for a Barbarian Barrel and another Electro Dragon just to tank a little bit longer. I'm hoping that my Lumberjack dies so I can rage up my Dragons. I want them to be angry for the Lumberjack's death and just release the Kraken and crack down on the tower. Yeah, this game's over. There's nothing you could do. I mean, we waited for our opportunity, and then we punished the opponent, and that's how this deck works best. GG, well played, and peace out, buddy. Pleasure playing against you. Whenever your opponent makes one mistake and you're up elixir, this deck is not possible to defend. After that win, we're 8,100 in the world. Like, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an incredible rest of your day.